On the Mark Jackson show recently, they interviewed maybe the shortest man to ever play in the NBA, the great Muggsy Bogues, a 5'3", 5'3", ladies and gentlemen, point guard with a 44-inch vertical. Played in the league for 14 years, tells this story. Go check out the whole thing on Mark Jackson's YouTube channel, but I want to focus in on what Muggsy had to say in terms of the GOAT debate. Instead of giving an answer, all he did was ask a question. Mark's son, Blue, who is a diehard, and I mean this dude rides for LeBron. LeBron supporter to the fullest. Even he found himself at a loss for words, fam. Courtesy of Come Talk to Me and the Mark Jackson Show, check out this exchange, and when we come back, we're gonna break it down, wrap it up.
Okay, what you consider the GOAT?
Who?
I said, what do you consider as the GOAT?
Oh, to me, I'm very straightforward with my guidelines. So to me, LeBron hits all of the stats. If you are statistically doing it for this long of a time, I think that it's unfair to be like a dude that did it for a shorter amount of time just because he didn't lose in the finals is better. I can't agree with that.
Well, I just think, he stayed healthy than everybody, played longer than everybody, so he was able to accumulate those numbers. If guys would have stayed longer, they might have accumulated those numbers as well. Some guys that took a little time off and then came back and played. But my thing is, do LeBron have a deficiency?
Yes. Yeah.
And what is that?
I would say it's more than one thing.
Okay, there's more than okay. All right, I'm gonna just leave it at that. There's more than one thing. What is MJ's deficiency?
I would say that MJ's deficiency, and nobody ever wants to talk about it. We torched Kobe for his selfish plays because we watched it firsthand all at the same time, and there was social media, so we could say, "Yo, he shot over 5 people, and there's a dude in the corner." We don't say that for Michael Jordan because we don't see all of the game footage right away. But that's a deficiency to me, that he won't make the right play at certain times.
But that's not a deficiency. That's not a skill set. That's not a skill set. That's just a decision, a choice that he made because he feel like he can accomplish on 5 or 3 guys that's playing if he can still be successful. What I'm saying is that
that's a fair point.
LeBron can't shoot free throws. Well, I don't say. Let me take it. I'm not saying that he can't shoot free throws. He's not a great free throw shooter. I love LeBron, but when it comes to the game of basketball and the skill set of the game of basketball, that's where it separates from a guy like MJ and a guy like LeBron in terms of the skill set. Michael had no deficiency fundamentally. He was one of the most fundamentally sound guys that ever played the game. And athletic-wise, I mean, hey, that's in the class of his own. So that's why when I say about guys, and MJ always hasn't been that way. When he was in college, he couldn't even go left. It was hard for him to go left, but he worked on that aspect of his game to the point to where that has not become a deficiency anymore. So that's what I talk about when I say skill set, when I talk about the game and, how one consider himself as the top of it. I look at the skill set and what they can do overall. That's where I come in.
First, I have to commend Blue for his emotional intelligence. He was caught like a mouse on a trap, and his response was, good point. He didn't say, F you, Muggsy, where did you ever win? Who would you play against? Like most LeBron fans, he handled it like a thinking, intelligent grown man. Period. When Muggsy asked him, what are LeBron's deficiencies? And Blue responded, well, he has more than one, and mentioned his free throw shooting, it was over at that point. A LeBron fan admitted LeBron has than one deficiency on the court. Then Muggsy asked him, what are Michael Jordan's deficiencies? The best Blue could come up with was he doesn't always make the right play because he'll shoot over 3 or 5 guys instead of passing the ball to the corner. Bro, that sounds crazy to me. I'm sorry. Jordan is a career 49% field goal shooter, which means whenever he decided to shoot the ball, damn near half the time he was right. Are you serious? But hold on. Let me show you how the excuse of, I always make the right play, is a psych job. There have been times in LeBron's career where he failed to win, and his fallback was, I will always make the right play. Where he neglected to tell you, in the game of basketball, there's a point in the game called winning time. That's when your best player rises to the top. A last second shot to tie or win. He's not going to put that pressure on any of his teammates. He's going to create magic and make it happen. If he fails, he bears the responsibility like a real man, like a real gladiator. Remember the finals game where LeBron passed the ball to George Hill, who was trying to cut to the basket?
Seconds remaining. James pass inside on a foul call on Tristan Thompson. He held George Hill.
It's Klay Thompson. Actually, you're right. Grab the arm of George Hill. George Hill does a great job moving without the basketball. Clear contact from Klay Thompson.
And Hill will shoot free throws. They're in the penalty.
That's the right call.
Eddie Malloy right there.
LeBron is 6'10", and he had a 6'3" Steph Curry on him at the three-point line with 8 seconds to go, fam. Yes, Durant and Draymond were in the frame behind Steph, but we're talking about the greatest player on the planet, the king, the GOAT, whatever you want to label him as. All right? He had the size, the time to get past Steph and get a clear mid-range, foul line, or get fouled. LeBron chose to make the right play instead of making the winning play. George Hill got fouled, misses the free throw. LeBron loses, and he gets a pass because he can tell you all he made the right play. Take a look at your screen. Jordan getting double teamed and how he took care of business. And for all of you really intense LeBron fans, don't bring up the Jordan play where he passed the ball to Steve Kerr. First of all, Kerr hit the shot. That's number one. Also, remember, Jordan beat all of his finals opponents in 6 games, which is insane all by itself. Okay? You don't think Jordan knew if Kerr missed that shot in game 6 and they lost? Guess what? They still had a game 7 to play. Do you really believe if that was game 7 for the trophy, for the confetti, and for the glory, Jordan is putting his fate in the hands of Steve Kerr to hit the game winner? Or is he, as the best player in the universe, betting on himself? Exactly. Point is, folks, I think Muggsy Bogues, with his one question, put this debate in clear favor of one player. But what do you say, fam? Get in the comments, turn all the way up. It's In Your Face Hoops. On your way out, like, share, subscribe. Till the next video, be safe and God bless.